Hey everyone, welcome to the video update today on Bitcoin. I haven't been doing a whole lot of updates on other altcoins or anything like that because Bitcoin obviously is controlling the move yesterday. But I'm going to talk a lot about Bitcoin. If there's any altcoin that you do want me to take a look at specifically, let me know in the comments. I'll be more than happy to do, a quick video update on those as well. But just so that everybody's aware, I'm focusing my time and effort on Bitcoin right now. And as Bitcoin goes up, the price of altcoins on the Tether trading pair likely goes up. But according to Bitcoin dominance, it does appear that we are currently in a move to the downside for altcoins. So you're likely losing potential gains by being in altcoins. There are, of course, some exceptions to that, but again, if there's anything you do want me to look at specifically, just let me know. More than happy to do it. But just letting you all know that I am focusing my time and effort on alts. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. All right, so basically what I've got a number of different ideas and thoughts here, but the first one is this purple trading range that we were in. We were in a very, very, very tight squeeze down here. And actually, if you took a look at the heat maps, there were like monster orders on both sides that were just keeping this very, very tight. And then of course we expanded to the upside. Then we had a blast to the downside. But we had lots of liquidity down here. We had lots of absorption in the market, and that of course led me to believe that we are more than likely going to be seeing a move to the upside. When I woke up yesterday, we were down here at about 6,500, and our algo that we have was basically flashing a buy, and we were kind of, I don't know, arguing a bit about it, and should we trust this? Should we not? And I said, well, it doesn't confirm until the candle closes. I mean, the candle closed. We went down. We went down deeper, but gosh, I mean, look at this. We just recently, triggered a sell all the way up here at 71.10. When Bitcoin was at 71.10 is when we triggered a sell. So basically, I mean, if you're an algo follower, and obviously you can see you can get caught up in some chop on sideways action. There can be some sideways action here. There's no doubt about that. I'm kind of waiting for the next buy signal to roll in, but let's take a look at this. I'm going to roll down. I'm going to hide the algo here. I'm going to roll down to a lower time frame, and I'm just going to kind of take a look and see here. And I was talking with Yogi earlier on this, on what we are potentially, in the making of here, and I tend to believe that what we are currently in is from down here at the bottom, looking at a move, a 1, and we are working on making a 2, and I think it can come down as far as 69.50 or so to the top of this range, and then we're going to be looking for a 3, 4, 5. That's going to either be a scenario, or this is going to be an A. We're coming down for a B, and then we're going to go up for a C. One way or another, I do believe there is another leg up. So now, how far back are we going to retrace? From this bottom, and let me just get out my magnet tool here just to make sure I get that bottom, and I work my way up here to the top, which was right there at 74.89.50. Let's go ahead and pull this into our local retest. All right, so the 618 obviously is all the way down here. I don't think that that is going to be in the cards. Let me pull up a different template here. We'll pull this one. Yeah, this is the one I like better. All right, so we've come down. We've actually come down past the 382, which is right here. I can't actually see it because of my indicators, but coming down here about $7,080. We've extended beyond that, which leads me to believe we are likely to come down here to the 69.50 area. So very likely that we do that. The amount of time it's taking for us to do this correction is exceeding the amount of time it has taken for us to do this impulse. So this move up here does look very impulsive to me. I'm not interested in digging subdivision into this. I do believe that this is a single wave to the upside, and we are in this corrective mode right now. On a 15-minute time frame, I'm not really as interested in what the moving averages look like. The hourly is what I'm most interested in. So we can see the 382 here at 77.7, 77, and we've got the 50 here at about 69.50. So 69.50 likely is where we're going to go, here over time, right? Over time. This could happen in the next day or two. But, as I was saying when we were down here yesterday, I was saying, all right, well, it'd be really great for us to get back into this trading zone and retest the bottom, which we did exactly, and then we took off again to the upside. So, I only do these videos once a day, folks, and I I always do these live. I don't really have any interest in recording things ahead of time. What I see on the chart and what I say on the chart, I am seeing for the first time and I'm saying for the first time, the majority of the time. But I never record these ahead of time. But, I was saying like, all right, well, we had this compressionary phase here, we had an expansion, and then I said, all right, well, if we are going to be bullish down here, we need to we need to come back into this purple zone, we need to retest the bottom, and then we can see a continuation of the upside, and that's exactly what we did. So we have expanded to the upside. So what I'm interested in here is what our expansion looks like. So I'm just going to take a look at our expansion here. I'm moving to a different chart that I usually don't bring up. But I'm going to pull up this chart. This is on a 15-minute time frame. I'm going to move back to an hourly here, and just to see what this looks like. So, we had an expansion to the downside. After we had this rejection, we moved up into here, and we had on the Bollinger Band, we had a test of the bottom Bollinger Band. We went all the way to the top Bollinger, and more than likely, I mean, we have already done a mean reversion on this particular chart. Let's take a look at a different time frame here on the 2-hour. More than likely, the 2-hour is going to come back down here, which is at 79.65. So more and more, this is looking like this is going to be happening, coming down here to 69.50. So yeah, I do believe that this is likely going to happen. If I go to a 3-hour time frame, let's see what we've got here. We've got this down at about 69.13. More than likely, this is going to take a little bit of time to work out. So I do see some confluence here between 6,900 and 7,000. Likely we will pull down into this. And of course, with this low right here also being at 69.91, that is looking to be, I'm seeing more and more confluence for a move down to 69.50. The one that I'm most interested in here, of course, is the 2-hour, which I do like to pay the most attention to. So coming down here, 69.36 to 69.72, lots of confluence here. We've got the 20 simple moving average on this particular measure at 69.30. It's looking pretty good. I do think that we will come back down here. Again, it's going to take a little bit of time, but what I can see from the top to the bottom here, let's just take a look and see what this shows us. I'm going to get rid of our other fib pulse so that we can see this with a little more clarity. Our 50% is up here at 72.62, which we haven't hit yet. We haven't hit that yet. We got close, but we didn't quite do it. On the hourly, we have been supported by the 200 simple moving average. We have also been supported by the 21 exponential. So that's fairly good. But a move here and then a move up and then come down. Our negative 236 extension is at 69.22. So technically our algo target would be about 69.25. I'm interested in buying somewhere around 69.50. More and more confluence is telling me that. Now, am I short right now? Yes, I am short at the moment, but I don't have a very good entry. I have a short from, about 71.10. And so, right now 70.85 is where we're currently at. Yeah, I'm in profit. Am I interested in closing out of that short? No. I'm going to let that thing go ahead and ride down here to about 69.50. Then I'm going to be looking to layer in some long positions, and I'm talking leverage long positions. But, I'm never going to advocate for leverage because it is very reckless and dangerous. If you do leverage, I would say like 1x, 2x. 1x leverage you may think is pointless, but a leverage long position, 1x, you're going to be gaining Bitcoin on the way up as you're gaining USD on the way up. So, you got the best of both worlds, longing Bitcoin, but don't do anything reckless like 5x, 10x, and definitely don't do 25x or anything crazy like that unless you're a professional, you know what you're doing. All right. Having said that, again, I'm interested in 69.50. I think that's where we can go. Now, I'll move to the upside. Okay, so sorry, real quick, before we talk about upside, bearish scenario. All right, so I am interested in cutting out of any long position on a break of 6,900. So if we break 6,900, which is going to take us back into this purple zone, I'm out of any leveraged positions. I will not have sold my spot buys on Bitcoin just quite yet in case we do find a spring down there and tap into this potential liquidity pool. But if we do come down here and we break 6,900, the chance of this being a trap is much greater. And basically, again, we're going to need this for our check on a move to the upside here. Um, Coming down here to the 618 at 68.27 is likely going to be defended. But we've just kind of got to wait and see at that point. I might be interested in buying here at 68.25. If I get stopped out at about 6,900. But at that point, I may as well have just stayed in the position. But I'm going to wait for the reaction here at the 618. If we get a good reaction, I have no problem hopping back in. If I make some profit from 71.10 down to 69.50, I'm more than happy taking a little bit of a loss on a stop here and then waiting for things to kind of come back. Our bullish target here depends on where we go. It really depends on where we go. But technically, we have a target up here at 77.50. 77.50 is where I'm going to be looking for shorts. I'm really going to be looking for short positions at that price. And I thought that I had hid this. Let me go ahead and get this garbage off the screen here. I am interested in 77.50. That is going to be our algo target. That is going to be where I'm going to be looking to short. Probably pretty aggressively, 77.50, because from this move, and again, we can see here, starting from this point, and we've got this A, excuse me, got this A, we've got this B. Now we're going to be looking for putting in this C. This is going to be 100% the move of the A. So this falls in line very, very nicely. To be shorting at about 77.50 likely is a good, I'll say, gamble. Okay, let me pull this A down here so we can see this. And we'll pull this down here. So this is the A, this is the B. More than likely we're putting in a C. Now, could this have been a 5, a 3, and we're putting in a 5? For this 5 to pull in up here, this still remains to be seen. It could be that this is just going to be a 3-wave pattern. We've got the A, a B, and a C. Very possible. If we push out of this 100%, we've got some significant momentum behind this at that point, and I think that we do have potential to come all the way up here to this 618, which is going to be at about 81.60. That would be significant if we were able to come up into this zone. But for right now, I'm interested to see what happens at 77.50. I think we will get there. I think we will get there. But of course, you all know my invalidation points down here. My invalidation is going to be a break of 6,900, and then we're going to see what happens at 68.25. If we break 68.25, we are going to that 5,800 mark, which we have been talking about for a long time. So just keeping an eye on these levels, watch what happens at 6,900 if we get there, then to see what reaction we get at 68.25, because if we're going to be bullish, that 618 has to hold. Really, we want this 50% to hold. If this 50% does hold, we're going to be heading up here to 77.50, almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. Morning, Todd. How are you? So watching to see what happens at the 50. If we break 6,900, I'm out. I'm going to wait to see what kind of a reaction we get here at 68.25. If we get a good reaction here, and we see this as a bullish retest, this bullish retest, in my opinion, needs to happen at 6,900. That would be our bullish retest. If we go much deeper than that, which is one of the reasons why I'd be stopping out at 6,900, that's not looking as strong. Even though 618 is a good algo target to hit, we really need to give this some time to resolve. You know, you can see a lot of these impulses, they take a long time to correct. We had a quick impulse, a long correction. Quick impulse, we're going to be in this correction for just a little bit of time. That's okay. It's probably going to last a couple days. Let's wait to see what happens at this 50, which is at 69.50. I'm interested to see what happens there. I do think that we are going to take some time to let some of these stochastics kind of level themselves out. We know the hourly is resetting, the 2 hour is coming down, 3 hour is still pretty high up there. Just give this some time. Give this some time to settle, give it some time to cool off, and then we'll see what happens. But I do think we do see a move up to the 77.50. You're just going to have some patience. We had the crazy impulsive move that lasted all day yesterday, so very possible all day today. It's going to take some time. So that's what I've got on Bitcoin. Bullish targets right now, 77.50, where I will be interested in shorting. Bearish, on a break of 6,900, and then we'll wait to see what happens at 68.25. If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, and I do hope that it did, feel free to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We do want to grow our community of like-minded individuals. So if you want to join our free-to-use Discord server, just throw in a comment and I'll get you an invite code. But one way or another, thanks for joining and thanks for your time. I appreciate the views, and I will catch you all later.